Hello? Is this thing on? Yes. Okay. And the game audio is on? Yes. Yes. Okay. Hello. I am so normal about this game. So very, very normal. Struggling with the stupid can. I was originally going to do this yesterday, but then I got distracted. It's called hyperfixation. May or may not have been playing Ark. And actually enjoying myself more in that than when I was trying to get into... You know what? I should check. Because there's only a couple days left in the season. Let me open up the launcher real quick. Am I still top 100 in Mecha Break? Or have I been removed yet? Because I've not played any ranked in a minute. Oh, I'm barely top 100. Okay. Well, if I want to stay top 100, that means I need to go and actually grind out some more ranked games at some point. Unfortunate. Speaking of Mecha Break, there's 2 new mechs coming out on Friday. I will maybe stream on Friday. There are a whole bunch of content creators, streamer peoples streaming Mecha Break right now on a like test server, and they're trying out the new mechs and stress testing them and stuff like that. I haven't been watching them because I kind of want to go in a little blind. Like I've paid attention to the teaser materials, but I haven't actually like looked at the new mechs in game. So I don't want to be spoiled. Anything else I need to remember? It's almost Thanksgiving here in the Americas. I don't know. I've never really been a Thanksgiving person. It's a very weird time of the year for me. I think we'll finish ZATO tonight. I hope we'll finish ZATO tonight. Because then I can go back to Signalis. And hopefully Morrowind. There's some other stuff that I've been trying to do in the background that is unfortunately being delayed. Because of plagues. We'll call them plagues. People getting sick. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I'm not really gonna have fancy new streamer stuff until like probably like 3 months to 6 months into 2026 at this point. That's fine. I've gotten this far just using the silly tools I have at my disposal. But yeah, previously on ZATO, we had what I believe to be a break from reality. And we tried to talk to Vadim about it, and he had no idea what the fuck we were talking about. He was like, okay, you're crazy, is what it is. See you, goodbye, stop talking to me. And our poor protagonist has not seemed to understand that they have suffered from some form of psychosis. I'm also of the theory that the other girl that we spend a lot of time with is also on some form of medication, because Vadim mentioned like, oh, you used to have problems, but you don't anymore, and you're different now. But you got help. You gotta help. You gotta help. I don't know who Vadim wanted help with, but Vadim wanted help for somebody else. Um, and we've appeared to have gone through another little skip, and we're at the library now. I think it's because we're going to meet the other girl here. I can't remember her name. Town library. It feels like it's been ages since I last visited here. Objectively, it's very small. My mind involuntarily compares it to the Lenin Library in Moscow. I was so blown away by its sheer size during our 6th grade field trip. How does that work? How does going on a field trip work when you're not supposed to exist to the outside world? In contrast, this tiny reading hall borders on being claustrophobic. Its walls are the same shade of green as the school cafeteria or the corridor of a children's clinic. Better green than red. And yet, I still feel right at home. The book selection isn't huge, and I've read through pretty much everything I was interested in multiple times. But it's a quality over quantity kind of thing. We have some wonderful editions of the classics. I've heard most small town libraries get low quality prints, so I suppose that's where our closed town privilege comes in. I wonder if the same applies to cinema. I'm too shy to watch movies all alone, so I don't know a lot about the local lineup. I should ask Marina about that. Asyenka, long time no see. Where have you been, sweetheart? Hello. Whoa, very formal. Lilia Ivanovna. I'm sorry, I've been going out more. Aw, that's lovely. Don't apologize. I always said a young girl like you shouldn't spend all of her days cramped up in here. But I like being cramped up in here. I missed it. Lilia smiles. She's the librarian. It's not that we're particularly close, we just exchange pleasantries whenever I come by. So I didn't expect her to be happy to see me again. I suppose she doesn't get too many visitors. I feel a pang of guilt deep in my chest. Actually, do you have, Angelique by Anne Golan? Oh dear, I'm afraid we don't. But you know, my daughter used to love those books. What? My daughter used to love those books a lot. I'll ask if I could lend you a few volumes. Oh, you don't have to. Please, it's no trouble at all. You're a sweet girl. I'm sure she won't mind. The librarian's gonna be your mom, isn't it? Because, what was it? Fucking... There was a difference in the stories. There was like a missing lineup in the stories of the two other characters. I need the fucking Steam page open. It's been too many days because of my migraine headaches I had over the weekend, and I've forgotten everyone's names. There was a difference between Marina and Ira's stories. That's what it was. And so the librarian's going to turn out to be Ira's mom. Thank you so much. Of course. Ah, gee. Now I feel even worse for not stopping by. Next time I'll bring Lilia a box of chocolates. I browse the shelves. It's a bit of a shame I can't see what Angelique's all about, but I'm not really in the mood for something like that, if I'm being honest. I want to read something familiar. Something easy. Something like 100 Years Ahead by Kir Bulichev. Perfect. Alright, gonna do a quick Google search. Give me one moment. 100 Years Ahead by Kir. Oh shit, they made a movie about it recently. In English territories, it's also known as Guest from the Future. Loosely based on... Okay, 2024 teen science fiction film. Loosely based on the 1978 Soviet novel of the same name. Uh-huh. Okay. This actually does sound easy then, probably, if they made a teen film about it. I sit at my usual spot. It's probably embarrassing to read children's books at my age. Yep, yeah, it's a YA novel. There we go. I know so many people at my college that were like, oh, I shouldn't be reading these, and then someone would be like, nah, it's okay. You just gotta read the trashy YA stuff from time to time, you know? You gotta indulge yourself. But I don't want anything heavy today. I don't want anything sad. I've read this one so many times before. If I were caught by Nazis and the only way to live was to recite a passage from this book, I'd probably survive. Jesus Christ. That's a weird fucking scenario. Why would the Nazis want that? Yeah, good question. Listen, it's a hypothetical. Oh, right. There was this adaptation made last year. Everyone really liked it. What do you mean there was an adaptation last year? They said this movie came out in 2024. But this VN is not set in 2025. It's set in 1986. I'm so confused. 1978. 1986. I am so confused. None of these dates are lining up. Oh, wait. No, never mind. There was a film 4 years after the book came out. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there was a book back, or a movie back then too. Okay, okay. Okay. I thought it was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm glad more people saw the story, but that's not how I imagined the stuff from the book at all. Ah, and another annoying thing. Now I just keep imagining the movie version as I read. Crap. I need to keep the way I've always pictured it in mind. I need to really focus. My concentration increases with each flip of the page. Oh god, no, I'm terrified. The last time we had something like this happen, we were experiencing fractals upon fractals on in the cracked ice. I need to keep the futuristic tech in mind. I need to keep the future world in mind. I need to keep the present world in mind. I need to keep the aliens in mind. I need to keep the mylophone in mind. I need to keep everyone's face in mind. I need to keep Verder's face in mind. I need to keep Kolya's face in mind. I need to keep Alice's face in mind. I need to keep Tasia's face in mind. Oh fuck, here we go. I need to keep her face in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. This isn't helping me relax at all. I shut the book and slump down on the table. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to read this. I wanted something I wouldn't need to think too hard about. Well, no biggie. The kids section has plenty of other stuff. I get up and go to grab something else. A fairy tale will do. Morozoko. This is a really good edition. I'm sure I butchered that. Something about it always fascinated me in a way I found hard to place. Perhaps it was the tone. The folk version had a more morbid ending compared to the published story. That's how it often is with fairy tales. But this retelling, something about it has always felt off to me, even when I read through it as a little kid. It felt like the text was covering up something that I shouldn't see. Are you warm, my lass? I am Morozko, Mashenka responded, shivering. Morozko leaned in lower, cracking and clicking. I really think children like being scared. Even when there's no reason to, they'll try their hardest to come up with one. You can stare at a beautiful book illustration and refuse to trust it. You can read a short and sweet cautionary tale and imagine something horrific. Are you warm, my lass? Are you warm, my beauty? I am, Morozko, Mashenka responded, teeth chattering from the cold. The frost grew stronger. The girl's cheeks burned bright red. She breathed white mist. Her fingers barely moved. Are we all thrill seekers as children? Maybe it's a simple survival instinct. Always prepare yourself for the worst. Always imagine a scary face staring from the dark. Always think twice about what hides behind a smile. Are you warm, my lass? Are you warm, my beauty? Are you warm, my dear? Oh, so warm, Morozko, the girl responded, her voice growing silent. No, that doesn't sound right. What a depressing life it would be if we always had to scare ourselves into experiencing its best moments. At least I'm not like that anymore. I don't imagine scary things where there are none, because I know the world better than that. I know there is way more to love than there is to despise or fear. It's not some impulsive emotional choice, no, it's the only rational conclusion to everything. Then Morozko took pity on the girl. He wrapped Mashenka in a heavy fur coat, covered her in a blanket of snow, and warmed her up. Right. I'm flipping through one stunning picture to another. This is far more enjoyable than the original. The folktale is predictable. It's so simple and crude, it's underwhelming. The good girl respects the rules of the ritual and lives. The bad girl breaks the rules and rides back to her mother as a frozen corpse. It's an interesting piece of folklore, but the idea of it, I'm not sure what a modern kid can glean from that. Haha, maybe Garen was right. I am getting rebellious. Although, if we look at Morozko, the entity, as if he were the extension of the universe's will... Oh! I think I'm getting it. The real meaning. Of course. That's what it is. Morozko is the natural order. It's the will of the world. Yes, you may fear it. You can find yourself in a situation when any positive feeling towards it may seem impossible, but you must gather all your strength to love it still. And then you will surely be rewarded. Yes, yes, yes. How have I never noticed it before? You know what I'm getting fucking vibes of? What was that book called? It was a work of satire. One of, like, it was considered one of the first works of satire, supposedly. Voltaire. No, not Voltaire. Was it Voltaire? Hold on. Voltaire. Voltaire's the author. Candide. Candide is the name of the book, yes. Candide. I'm getting Candide vibes. Voltaire was the author. Candide was the book. But they had a thing in that book. I never finished it because I got bored. I was like, this is miserable, and I understand the point of this book, and I don't care anymore. But early in the book, they had like something called like cosmic optimism or something like that, and the idea was, oh, we live in the best possible of all universes, so no matter how bad things are, this is the best thing, the best it can possibly be. And the like teacher and the student, like, as they kept going through horrible, worse and worse things, just kept insisting, like, this is the best possible world. This is this is the best thing that could ever be happening. And that is the fucking vibes I'm getting from Asya right now. She's fucking Candide. Now I see. In that sense, it's an incredible story. Now, in that sense, every child across the world has to read it. I look down at a page I've never seen before. It's Morozko and Mashenka and every other character's face smiling wide and looking right at me. Why do I feel like we're at the start of the hallucinations? I did it. I got the message. The lesson you've been trying to get through to me all these years. I finally understood it. This is my little celebration. This is my acknowledgement. Today, I've realized something very good and very important. I stare at the page, this never-before-seen page, and I am filled with gratitude. I know that it's just for me and my eyes only. Holy shit. Nobody in the world but me has seen these smiles. This is Okay. Now, we cannot say that she can't be OCD and schizophrenic at the same time. However, I've stopped thinking about OCD a long time ago. What an incredible honor. I'd give her the DSM-5, but she'd probably hallucinate an entirely different diagnosis. Yeah, that's about right. I'm such a lucky girl. Goodbye, Lilia Ivanova. Oh? Goodbye, Asia. Oh, also, Violet, you missed it. I think the librarian is Ira's mom, because there was the difference in the stories earlier, and Asia asked the librarian for the book that Ira liked, and the librarian's like, "Oh, we don't have that in the library, but my daughter likes those books. Maybe I'll go ask her for a copy." And I was like, "Oh, that's way too suspicious. This is a small town. There's only one person that could be." Stay safe. Of course I'll be safe, because I've got this amazing blessing, this acknowledgement on my side. She's the chosen one. I'll be okay no matter what. I'm clicking and there's no oh, there we go. Hello? Oh, right. We were going to have the phone call with Marina. That's what it was. We weren't meeting her at the library. We were going to have a phone call. Evening. I hear Marina's cheery voice on the other end of the phone. Good evening, Marina. You're late. Huh? What do you mean? It's basically 8. It's a quarter past. Maybe I should have been the one to call. Sorry, I wasn't aware we're on a timer. Being a little late is fashionable, you know? I'm not very fashionable. Well, you can always change that. And be late. For starters, you can also make your hair all wild. Ever seen Nastia from my class? She has this crazy perm. I don't know how to do that. Also, I think my dad would kill me. You go to a salon for that. I kind of want to get one. Lev says I'd look stupid, but what does he know? That guy dresses like a total schlub. Isn't she worried he could hear her? Oh, right. How was your library trip? Ah, well, it's a library trip. It was good. Yeah, you know, we had revelations from the universe itself. No big deal. Come on, at least try to make it sound interesting. Well, I'm kidding. You don't have to. It was enlightening. Perhaps everything I've believed until today was wrong. But the me you're speaking to right now is much wiser and braver person than before. That trip was pivotal. It was monumental. Whoa. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Never underestimate the quiet types, they say. How was your hangout? Neither pivotal nor monumental, I'm afraid. Sat at the cafe, looked at some magazines, got the new Rovznik. You read that one? Oh, no. I read, The Young Naturalist. And Coster. Pah, that does sound like you. What's that supposed to mean? Sorry. Didn't mean it in a bad way. But, I mean, aren't you curious about something more, grown up? I read grown-up stuff all the time. Oh, yeah? Like what? Books? Dad's newspapers? Mama's magazines? Oh, so mature. Well, what mature stuff do you read, Marina? The good stuff. Rovznik, Work Shift, Robotnica, Fashion of the Socialist Republics. How's the last one mature? You know what, Aska? I gotta lend you some of those. You'll love them. Eh? I don't know, I'm not really into... No, I'm serious. You're gonna love Work Shift. They had this crazy story about a drug dealer last month. You have to check it out. There was one about a foreign prostitute or something a couple of issues ago, too. I'll look for it. Those do sound really interesting. Oh no. Poor ass is being corrupted. Alright. I'm not sure my dad will like me reading that, though. Is that so? Well then, we can read it together. Really? Yeah, I'll bring some this week. Okay. To be quite honest, I've been curious about those publications for a while. Last year I even bought myself an issue of Rovznik. I read all of it in one sitting, but then Dad found out and... Well, it wasn't worth it. I get. Oh fuck! That reminds me. Uh. Yep, that is literally what I was doing. I, I like the thing was is like episode 1 I put like a oh hey you know, content warning, I don't know what's in this game. The second one I put in a pretty big list and I was like the list is just growing, so just like if there's any subject, it's like if there's any subject that you are concerned about potentially being in here, just assume that it is. Just assume that it is. That's the safe bet right now. I can't give a proper list until I'm at the end. I guess I could just buy the issues and read through them right away. Then I could throw them away, but that sounds really wasteful. Oh, maybe I could donate them to the library? I don't know if the library is going to want them. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Although if Marina will share her magazines with me, I might as well save my allowance. Right, so let's get back on topic. The reason I called you. Yes, there's a long pause on the other end of the phone, almost as if Marina was bracing herself. Remember our talk about Ira's condition? Of course. Of course. Well, here's the thing. I told you about how Ira can get into these states when she isn't quite there. Usually she could snap out of those. It took some time, maybe a couple minutes, maybe even hours. But she got over it. And as time went on, it grew more and more difficult. The treatment helped. The pills acted as stabilizers. So it was like the pits in her mind became more shallow. They still formed, but they became easier to manage, easier to climb from. And when Ira stopped taking them, it was like being dropped right into the middle of a canyon. Marina paused. The way she spoke sounded as if she had to force out every word, made worse by the muffled receiver. And that's just half the problem. There's more? When you stay in that state for too long, you begin to deteriorate. Huh? The human brain isn't made to handle that sort of stress. So as a result, our consciousness, our higher functions start to decay. What? In other words, we gradually lose what makes us human. I don't know if it's irreversible, but from all I've heard, that's how it is. I feel a cold lump in my throat. Higher functions deteriorating? Losing what makes us human? Psycho man! I'm sorry. Just what the hell kind of illness is that? When we saw Ira that day, it seemed like she'd been out of it for hours. So there's a high chance that if she didn't snap out of it soon after, her consciousness began to fall apart. But here's the thing. She couldn't have run off in such a state. Finding a place to hide would also be extremely difficult. She wouldn't be capable of coming up with a covert hiding spot. At least not anything that multiple search parties would manage to overlook. So what do you think she did? She went home. Huh? You know how walking home can kind of feel like autopilot? It's not something you need to actively think about. So even if Ira became completely dazed, it's very possible she still found her way home. Although it must have taken her a while. I don't get it. She was declared missing that same evening. If she came back, why would they file a report? I think they really did believe she disappeared. I told you it could have taken her a very long time. Hours, even. Ira's mind was in tangles. She likely had no clue how long it took. So, what you're saying is Ira's parents filed a missing report when she didn't come home as usual. That was probably late at night. Yeah, the report was filed somewhere after 2300. So that would have been 11 p.m. for those who don't know, like, military time. Then, after they already called the police, Ira returned. Yep. So why wouldn't they call off the report? She sighs. Well, that's the nasty part. Huh? Let's say Ira showed up a couple hours later. At 1 a.m., maybe 2 a.m., something like that. Consider the state she would be in at that point. Consider how Ira kept her condition secret. How she avoided both her home and public places. For all we know, it was her parents' first time seeing her like that. And if it was in that extreme of a state, head hanging low, blabbering nonsense, legs unstable, well, at first they probably thought she was drunk or high. They screamed at her, demanded to know what she was doing, where, with whom, but then they'd stop. They'd realize something was wrong. Maybe they'd feel it in their gut. Something about the way she slumped against the chair, or the way that she would keep muttering nonsense, or the way that her eyes seemed glazed over and alert at the same time. It had to be unsettling. No, more like really freaking scary. So they might have panicked. Panicked? Well, maybe that's the wrong word. They tried to be rational, a panicked kind of rational. Do you remember our talk at the cafe? Yes. Their family has a reputation to uphold. Whatever remains of it, at least. Their daughter's already the problem child, the difficult, unstable one of the bunch. What do you think people would say to Ira coming home looking like she shot up God knows what substance? Or better yet, returning way past midnight mumbling like a lunatic? You're not saying that. I'm saying that it would be inconvenient. It would exacerbate every problem the family already had. So in their minds, the best short-term solution would be to wait it out. Wait for Ira to come down from whatever quote-unquote drug she was on. They would announce that she returned only when she's presentable. But if she never came down, they probably thought she'd be okay by morning. But if not, well, then wouldn't they take Ira to the hospital? I doubt they would. They wouldn't want the public to see her in that state. And Ira's mother is a nurse. She'd probably try to handle it by herself. Okay, well, it can't be the librarian then. I'm confused. But that's... Wouldn't they say that she was sick or something? Why keep the report? She still came home under suspicious circumstances. Perhaps they thought it would be better to come up with something first. They thought they'd let her recover and then declare she's back. But before they knew it, a couple days have already passed. Calling off a report like that so quick would also be embarrassing, you know. That's still... This all sounds a little far-fetched. But also, I can't deny the possibility. I don't know Ira's parents personally, but even I'm aware of how dire their reputation is. Would they really go this far to protect it? Are people really capable of things like that? Yes, they are. Crap. Crap indeed. But if everything is as you said it is, and Ira still hasn't come down, that means, yes, her condition is only going to get worse. We have to do something! I look around. The TV is still playing in the living room. For a couple of seconds, I stare at the door, holding my breath. Asya? You good there? Yes. Yeah, sorry. It's okay. I just need to be quieter. Oh, I see. But yeah, I agree. I've tried calling their place before, but it's either no response or one of her parents. So that's useless. I also thought we could ask Tolik, but we gotta skip school for that. Why? He goes to kindergarten. The only time that we could talk to him alone would be when the kids are let out to play. But that would overlap with our lessons. I can't really skip. That's fine. I can. Really? Sure. Lev will get a call, but it's no biggie. If you say so. Yeah, I'll go there. Still, there's no guarantee that asking him will work. So, I'd like to go to Ira's place, see how things are with my own eyes. Yes, I think that would be smart. But I think it might work better if I'm not alone. You want me to tag along? If you don't mind. We can meet up after your classes end. You have how many lessons? 5. Okay, great. 12:30 at the gate then. You in? Of course I'm in. Awesome. Then I'll see you there? Yes, see you. Wait. Can I write your number down as well? Yeah, of course. I mark it down on the notepad I've been doodling in. Okay, got it. Now you can annoy my brother all you want. I'd never. I'm just joshing. Good night, Asya. Good night. Beep, beep, beep. Sweet Ira, please be okay. Yeah, that's where I'm at as well. I actually gotta go to the bathroom, I think, because I downed, you know. Oh, wait, there's still a little left. Okay, now I've downed a monster. The handset gently clicks against the cradle. I'm home again. The clock is softly ticking from the hallway. The TV continues to mutter from the living room. And oh, I'm gonna be right back with the ominous message of what are the shapes she's been scribbling. Be right back. Okay, I have returned. Hello, hello. Okay, what has Asya been scribbling? The cross-hatching got really dense in parts. I don't remember focusing that much. I don't think I was meaning to draw anything. I don't think I was, yet... Oh, is the game audio too quiet? There's like the ticking of the clock, but it's not showing up in the audio reader. Interesting. I don't think I was, yet... When I look at this shape more closely, when I scan its dark, blurry outline, my eyes glide over its hunched back, then down the wave of hair. She was drawing Ira. Then deeper, closer to where its face is meant to be. The shadows shrouding it are much too heavy. There's just one thing my mind can parse. Two things. Oh no! Oh wait, it is Ira's. I smile as Ira's frightened eyes are locked with mine. I miss you. I really, really miss you. Aww. Mm. The sky hangs low. The teacher's droning on about some historical battle by the blackboard. I can't force myself to listen. The only thing that matters right now is what Marina and I have set out to do. As soon as the last bell rings, I rush out the classroom, down the corridor, down the stairs, down another corridor, then to the cloakroom, then outside. A wave of cold hits my defenseless face, so I hastily tie the scarf that I've left hanging loosely from my neck. Asya! Marina's waving at me from the gate. I start running toward her, but... Ow! What? It's gonna be the little brother. Die, German spy! Some kid manages to snipe me with a snowball. I wobble, feeling chunks of it falling and melting in my hair. Whoa, that was one heck of a shot. Whoa, nice throw! Okay, maybe don't praise it. I mean, Who the hell do you think you are? Aiming at ladies like Ladies? What ladies? She's with the spy! Get her! Huh? A barrage of snowballs flies at Marina, although unlike me, she successfully covers her head. What the hell? Gleb, Danielle, tell your moms. Ha 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 ha, they don't like you anyways. Ah, Asya, let's go. Grab my hand. We run across the yard, our poor sides catching the brunt of artillery fire. Geez, where did they learn to throw? Honestly, it's pretty amazing. They must be great at Lapta. Do children play Lapta anymore? Ah, what the hell was that about? Stupid kids. When I get their asses. Marina huffs, slapping snow off of her battered coat. I do the same until a rather unpleasant laugh sounds nearby. Nice running, ya hens. Huh? Garen walks through the schoolyard to us completely unfazed. Marina grits her teeth. The deek. Hey, you there. Why aren't you firing at him, huh? Oh yeah, why aren't you guys? Say it loud and clear. 'Cause you're our boss! Oh my god. Oh, please don't tell me he's proud of that. Aye, aye! Heard that? What? Are you like their nanny? Their boss. Clean your ears. A boss? What does that mean? We have a contract going, is what I mean. A mutually beneficial agreement. Capitalist pig. Asya, let's report him. Contract? It's simple. I let them see some of my Hottie's card deck. In exchange, they give you two a little workout every time you cross the yard. Great show, by the way. What kind of card deck wouldn't you like to know? It's like normal playing cards, but with sexy chicks printed on them. There's naked ones too. Whoa! Huh? Where did you even get that? Found it in my brother's room. He had it stashed in the back of a drawer. How classy. Show! Oh my god. Huh? Fat chance. Do I look like I'm giving out freebies? Psh, bet that stuff's all crusty anyway. Crusty? Nah, they're in pristine condition. Meant only for the initiated, which you're not. Wow, we've got a secret society over here. What's the name? Porn Poker League. That's catchy, I'll give you that. I don't think we should be talking about this. Right on, Shabina. It's unbecoming for a woman of Komsomol to use such expression. Komsomol. Hold on, I gotta pull out the Google Translate for this one. Normally I don't bother, but this one I gotta know. Komsomol. Ah. I see. In the political youth organization of the Soviet Union. Of course. Oh, that wasn't what I was expecting, but I should have known better, I suppose. Is it becoming for a man of Komsomol to carry stuff like that? Look who's speaking. And anyways, you made a dumbass deal with that? Wait. You made a dumbass deal like that just to have us bombarded with snowballs? Pretty much. Are you 5? That's what I've been thinking this whole time. Why? It's payback for having me run your stupid errands. Oh, that was probably what he was doing. I think it's pretty fair, no? Errands? Ah, right. Forgot to tell you yesterday. I called him right after we talked. Eh? He's coming with us to Ira's apartment. Oh. What? Yeah. My eyes dart from Garen to Marina, hoping that it's all a joke. I knew we weren't exactly going to have fun, but I'd really rather not talk to him longer than I have to. But why? Okay. Asia's always like, oh no, it's not that bad. You hate him. You just don't want to admit it. You do not want him around. I have a hunch that simply asking them to come inside won't work. That's when we'll have a use for Vadic's brainless brawn. Brainless? Me? Aren't your own grades in the shitter? Huh? They're not, but thanks for your concern. And even if they were, since when are grades a mark of intellect? That's such an outdated idea. You know, Albert Einstein got really crappy grades, and he's like the father of modern physics. I'll tell you more, the whole idea of graded academic performance reeks of classism. It goes against everything the Great Revolution stood for. If it were up to me, this whole rotten system would be abolished. Oh, this is great. Marina, are your grades really okay? Let's go to Ira's place. So, you know everything? Depends upon what you mean by that. More or less, yes. He knows my theory. I know it's dumb. Didn't ask for an opinion. We'll just go and see if it has any ground. Wait, so you told Vadim about Ira's... what? Her illness? Don't worry. He won't tell anyone. How are you so sure? I won't. Huh? We have a promise. I'm not snitching. He owes me. Big time. That's kind of the reason he's here at all. Don't try and treat... oh, wait, whoops, wrong character. Don't try and treat me like your lapdog now. I'm not doing shit for you after today. Yeah, whatever. I look at Garen. Him knowing these things about Ira, those really compromising, shameful things, it just doesn't sit right with me. I can't imagine the Garen I know keeping something so juicy to himself. Though then again, I couldn't imagine Garen feeling self-conscious about a prank that might have gone too far. Right. It's not that Garen is incapable of being honorable. It's that I'm entirely too proud. Oh, here we go. I'm entirely too prejudiced. And anyways, I always knew that chick was psycho. She's a different type of crazy now. Big deal. If that's how you want to spin it. Oh, by the way, what's with the kid? Oops. The kid? Her brother. You said you're gonna ask him if she's home. Oh, right. How did it go? Ah, that. About as well as you'd imagine. Figures. I mean, I saw Tolik when everyone came outside. Called him to the fence, tried asking about his sister in like a gentle manner. You know, not too directly. But he got all clammed up and ran away. Well, duh, what did you expect? This sounds nutty as shit. Huh? It's not nutty! Oh yeah? Sneaking into a kindergarten to ask a preschooler if his parents are holding his big sister hostage is now normal? In what world? Hey, you make it sound much worse than it was. I didn't say it like that at all. Who cares how you said it? It's the same thing. It's not! It is! It's obviously not. Totally is. It's not, it's not, it's not! It is, it is, it is, it is! It's not, it's not, it's not, it's not, it's not, it's not, it's not. Please stop. Right. What the hell? You're acting like a freaking toddler. I'm acting like a toddler. What about you? Guys. Guys. Why do I feel like they're gonna hook up later? Please don't let that be true. I don't think I can handle that being a thing. Please don't let that be canon. I'm not the one who started it. Hey, maybe you should have stayed back at that kindergarten. Would be more your speed. Asya, shove some snow into his collar. Huh? Oh yeah? You want to try that, Shibina? I wasn't going to. Why not? Because she has a speck of common sense, unlike some people. Why do I have to do everything around here myself? Marina leans down to grab a chunk of snow, then turns to Garen with a determined expression. Hey, cut it out. He starts to back off, also scooping up a handful of snow. What's that? You scared? Scared? No, but I ain't going down without a fight. Oh, you want to fight? I'll give you a fight, all right. Guys! Okay, that is kind of adorable. Marina and Garen get into an awkward game of tag, trying to shove snow into each other's jackets. I try to call out to them again and again, but it's like I'm not even there. Dude, I just... Imagine having a best friend and a bully. And then the best friend starts dating the bully. I'm sorry, that's just so fucking cursed. I'm so fucking cursed. It's like I'm not even there. Oh no. This is already a mess. Despite that little scuffle, we reach our destination pretty quickly. Turns out Ira's apartment block isn't far from mine. That's wonderful. It's almost like we're neighbors. I wonder... You keep talking about how tiny this town is. It should not be surprising. Marina? Yeah? Her voice is slightly shaky as she wipes off the remaining snow from her wet collar. Have you ever been to Ira's apartment? What's it like? Ah, nope, never been there. Oh, I told you we weren't that close. She's been at mine a couple times, though. It's so unfair, right? It sure is. Maybe you'll see it when she's back. Maybe. If she's not already home, she wants to add. I see it in Marina's eyes. She's got her mind set on finding out the truth today. She'll peek into that flat no matter what. How do you know if anyone's home? We turn to Garen, who's finishing his cigarette a couple meters away. He still has some snow chunks stuck to his hood. I'm glad you asked. I had plenty of time to spare before going to kindergarten, so I stopped by the hospital and asked them about Nurse Grachevskaya. Ah. So she works night shifts? Better. She hasn't come into work since Ira disappeared. That's very suspicious. Huh. Hear that? Looks like my theory isn't so stupid anymore, huh? It's still stupid. Marina sticks out her tongue. Why do you keep calling it that, Vadim? I don't think it's that dumb. You serious? She came up with a batshit conclusion and then twisted everything else to match. The hell? That's not true. Yeah, I felt a similar way. Asya! Sorry, Marina, but it does sound a little bit like that. Still, I wouldn't call it, batshit. Even if it's a little out there. Out there, huh? You know, if there's even a 1% chance she's in there, I have to try. I don't care how dumb it sounds. I agree. You never know until you check. Pfft. Shabina, you can say that about frickin' anything. You can. But incredible things happen all the time. So, I don't believe we should be calling bold ideas stupid or crazy or anything like that. Bold ideas, please. Aliens crash landing in Tunguska is a bold idea. This is some cheap twist she got from a detective novel. I think both of those are rather bold. Though I believe it was a remote energy transfer in Tunguska. Heard that one. Seems far-fetched. I read some eyewitness reports and nothing there suggested electricity. Well, Electrical explosions and fires of that magnitude won't look too different to an outside observer, I think. And it doesn't have to be electricity, right? There are other forms of energy out there. Nikola Tesla could have given something... Nikola Tesla could have given something else a try? Please. Tesla is the electricity guy. You think he'd randomly start playing with, I don't know, plasma? Why are they talking about... Hold on. Why are they talking about him like he's still alive? He would have been dead for like over 40 years at that point. Actually, I was thinking of something like lasers. Guys, what the heck are you on about? Right. Dude. Guys, I think Asya just had her first conversation with Vadim as a peer. That's not what we should be concerned with right now. It's been proven to be a meteor. The thing exploded in the lower atmosphere, and that was that. They even ran like simulations on that stuff. Everything lined up perfectly. Jeez, am I supposed to be the crazy one? Well, that's a load of crap. Think everything's that simple? Occam's razor, my friend, Occam's razor. And all the evidence points to the meteor anyway. You've got no case. Well, there are some inconsistencies, such as, like, this has to be either a meteor or a comet, right? I think the comet theory is the most popular, but comets have a relatively smooth curve to their trajectories. If this was really a comet, it would have burned up in the atmosphere at a much higher altitude. Well, it could still be an asteroid. The name's literally the Tunguska meteor. Then where's the debris, genius? Where's the crater? I said it exploded in the air. There wouldn't be a crater. Then there would still be chunks of it scattered around. They scoured the whole area. Nada. The debris could have disintegrated from the heat. The blast was huge, right? The people in the villages nearby felt this intense heat wave. It could totally melt the thing. Melting? I knew you sucked at physics, but that bad? Oh yeah? Because your alien spaceship version is so realistic. Actually, there's also the extinct comet theory. Our conversation continued like that for the next couple of minutes. Wow, I'd never have guessed I could discuss a topic like that with my schoolmates. Especially Garen. Even though everyone's opinion is so different that the exchange borders on being a full-blown argument. I think I'm having fun. It's strange. It wouldn't be much of a dialogue if everyone sat nodding their heads in agreement, I suppose. That much is obvious even to me. I just forgot how things like this are meant to feel. When was the last time I've done this? Have I ever done this? Maybe I never have. Maybe I was never supposed to. Now I'm not sure myself. If I were never meant to find myself in a situation like this, then the only way this could have been made possible is through a blessing. Oh, here we go. That's the only sensible answer. The only reason why I can enjoy things like this despite my inadequacy. Of course, naturally it's a gift. I cannot waste it. Perhaps that tiny part of my humanity that knows how conversations can be restored. Is that why something so improbable has been allowed to happen? Maybe I'm being too hopeful. In any case, it's yet another thing I can be wholeheartedly grateful for. Alright, enough space talk. Let's do what we came here for, shall we? Yeah, let's. Thought you'd never ask. Marina gives us a reassuring smile and we all head to the entrance. It's the same as all the other residential buildings in Vorkuta 5. A long 5-story block with evenly spaced out canopies at its base, each hiding a metal door with a code lock and a bulletin board on the side. If someone took a photo of it and then told me it was my house in the picture, I'd believe them without a second thought. Nevertheless, stepping closer to it, looking at it, knowing that this is the roof under which Ira grew up, slept and dined. Okay, that's a little weird. It almost fills me with a sense of reverence. You know the code? Yeah. Oops. My classmate lives in the same building. And what if we run into her? Calm down. We won't. Marina types in the code. The lock clicks. We're in. It's slightly dark and warm. Now past familiar-looking mailboxes, up a familiar-looking staircase, one familiar-looking floor after another, we make our way to Ira's apartment. Oh! It's on the same floor and in the same spot as mine. That's so cute. It's a little weird. Marina takes a deep breath. Okay, I'll do the talking. Your guys' job is to stand next to me and look polite. Understood? Yes, sir. I nod. Satisfied with the responses, our negotiator fixes up her hair and rings the doorbell. A couple seconds pass in silence. Marina is about to reach for the button a second time, but that's when we hear steps approaching from inside the flat. Then pause. We stand still. I can almost feel it on my skin, the person's gaze from the other side of the door scanning us through the peephole. Finally, there's a snap, and the door opens in a narrow light strip. A woman's face peers out, looking disheveled. Her tangled hair is the same shade as Ira's. Yes? Good afternoon. We're Ira's friends from class. We nod politely. Friends? Yes. We've been really worried about her. I can't imagine what it's been like for you. I didn't know she had friends at school. Why wouldn't she? Ira's the coolest girl I know. Right, guys? Yeah. Yes. The coolest. And very kind. Agreed. We went to the cafe, like, all the time. How come she never told you? In any case, I apologize if it's any inconvenience, but I promise it won't take you long. Last Monday, I lent Ira one of my brother's books. If it's not too much trouble, I would like to have it back. He needs it for work. Sure. What's the name? On the Stability of Closed Systems. It's a paperback. On the stability of... She read things like that? I was surprised too. But it seems like she's been interested in structural dynamics for some time. Wish I had her passion. I'm just too dumb for stuff like that. Ha ha. Best I can do is share some studies. I see. Something softens in the woman's eyes. Okay, I will go look. Oh, that's all right. We can... The door slams shut and we hear the sound of a turning lock. Then the steps retreat into the apartment. Great job. Shut up. Marina hisses quietly. Don't move yet. It's going as planned. Is it? To me, it looked like we just got the door shut in our face. She said she's gonna look. Just wait. When she comes back empty-handed, we'll offer to search for it ourselves. She closed the lock just to go inside for a couple minutes. Think she'll let us in all willy-nilly? If my theory's right, she won't. That's when we'll have to force our way through. I'm counting on you, Vadik. Are you serious? What's that? Can't push past a fragile little lady? Course not. It's just... Hush! She's here. The door opens again. The woman peeks out. There you go. Huh? A hand emerges from the slit holding a small softcover volume. Your book. Marina's gaze slowly moves between the tome and the woman's face. She reaches out and carefully accepts it. When the lie is so believable that it was actually true. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a choice. Thank you. Thank you for being friends with her. The door shuts. Marina flips through the book's pages absent-mindedly. So, did you actually lend Ira that book? No. I don't think so, no. You don't think so? She shakes her head. She gives me the tome and starts digging through her bag for what must be the 4th time already. Damn it! Where is it? What the hell? I look down at the Stability of Closed Systems in my hand. Just like Marina said, it's a small paperback, and a worn-out one at that. The year of issue says 1966. I open the book on a random page. If we are to arrange the components in order of cognition, the list will go as follows, starting from highest. mortal belief, prejudice, subjectivity, objectivity, the desire to create, the desire to change, the desire for happiness, the desire for status, ambition, confidence, self-esteem, self-image, the desire for kinship, the desire for family, the desire for intimacy, the desire for a healthy body, the desire for stable income, the desire for plentiful resources, the desire for shelter, food, water, sleep, sex, procreation, excretion, breathing, homeostasis, soul. The exact sequence remains a subject of debate. That being said, the soul is ubiquitously accepted as the root of all cognitive function at the time of writing. Each subsequent component following the root is the result of varying degrees of deviation from the base code, which... Are you digging for gold in there? I took our copy with me to show her mom in case we ended up searching the room. But she goes silent, her movement slowing to a halt. Marina? It's not here. She stares into her empty bag with an expression I've never seen before. Then she lifts her head and takes the book from my hands. The way Marina looks at it, it's as if she's trying to compare the item in front of her eyes to the memory of the one she held this morning. Could be a different copy. She softly shakes her head. I don't know. Maybe you did lend it to her? Marina doesn't respond. I look at Garen, but I find myself unsure of what to make of his expression either. He wouldn't miss an opportunity to make a joke about this, right? Marina looks so lost, it would be a very cruel... No. It would be a very Garen thing to do. And this serious face, seeing him with a face like that is oddly disconcerting. So it worked. Huh? Marina quickly slips the book into her messenger and turns to us, wearing her usual chipper grin. What? Guess old habits die hard. I'm the same old airhead. Eh? You caught me, Asya. Haha. Looks like I got some things mixed up with all this weird crap going on. Ah. Well, that's okay. It happens to me too sometimes. Right? Took you this long to realize you've got mush for brains? I guess that's the people around you. I guess the people around you were too nice to point it out. Aw, well thank God you're here to tell me how it is, Vadik. Anyways, that sure was something, huh? Yeah. A whole load of nothing is what it was. We didn't learn shit. Wrong. Did you see how her mom was acting? If you ask me, it's a little suspicious. You think so? Don't you? She was dead set on not letting us see a sliver of the flat. Why do you think that is? I understand what you're implying, but she might just be a private person. Ugh, ain't it obvious? She's sick of random people asking about her daughter. You two aren't wrong. I'm sure both of these are big contributing factors. But even then, I don't know about you, but to me, something about her behavior seemed a little too paranoid. I doubt privacy is all there is to it. I suppose. I can see what you mean. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is, even if it doesn't confirm my theory, it certainly doesn't disprove it. Uh-huh. Sure. Cool. Can I go home now? Ah. Stop right there. Who said you're off duty? Man, what else is there to do? Contact Ira directly. Duh. That's what you're here for. Huh? I thought my job was to push past her mom or something. Nah. I didn't expect the direct approach to go smoothly. We just had to get that part out of the way. Now, comrades, this is where the real action begins. The real action? Yep. Follow me. I can hear Garen sigh behind me. Marina leads us right around the building, stopping on the side that looks out to the neighboring apartment block. And what are we supposed to do here? She walks to the small playground wedged between the buildings, leans down and starts clearing the snow out with her hands. Marina? This woman. Oi! You're gonna stand there and do nothing? Come on, help me out. With what? Jeez, you guys. Use your heads! We're throwing rocks at Ira's window. Use your heads, and then says the most fucking unga bunga fucking plan I've ever heard. This is what I thought that they were going to do, but Jesus Christ. I didn't realize it was that simple. Garen shakes his head in disbelief. Well, it's a pretty normal suggestion, all things considered, is what I'd like to say, but then I look up to the 5th floor where Ira's room is supposed to be. But isn't it a little too high? Asya, that's what we call a defeatist attitude. If it were the Great Patriotic War, I'd have to shoot you on the spot. Oh god, Marina's terrifying. It really is high though. Think you can throw that far? No harm in trying, and I'm kind of betting on you to make the shot. Or will that be too hard for you? Of course not. I was talking about your noodle arms, not mine. Marina lets out a smug little laugh. Meanwhile, Garen cautiously looks over the building. Which window was that again? Should be the one over there. See with the teddy bear? Ah! I frantically scan the apartment complex. A teddy? A teddy? A teddy, a teddy, a teddy! Oh, found it. Right there. Right where the window to my room would be. Of course, you already... There it is. Ira's window. That's the window that she was looking out of every day. The window that she chose to put a plushie on. She did that so that when she looked out the window, she'd also see her teddy bear. Maybe sometimes she'd hold it in her hands and squeeze it. Does that bear have a name? It has to. I wonder if it's something classic like Misha or Winnie. I suppose Ira could be the type of girl to call the toy the first thing that happened to pop into her head. That does sound like her, but something tells me she didn't do that. I really think she spent time picking a name that would be the perfect fit. Perhaps the name she went with in the end turned out to be a little unconventional. But it must have felt right. She couldn't imagine choosing anything else. I can totally picture it. God, that's so cute. So freaking cute. It's too adorable. Ira, you're too adorable. How do you know it's that one? You said you've never visited. I mean, I've called her outside a couple times. I see. Then Garen walks back, trying to calculate the best possible angle. His face doesn't look all too confident. Marina, having dug up some pebbles from the ground, runs up to him and drops a few into his hand. Looks like I'm next in line. I don't think I'll be any good at this. Nonsense. What did I say about defeatism? 3 small rocks land into my mitten. They're wet and dirty, and the dirt gets tangled in the wool. There's something charming about that. I look up to see Garen tossing and catching a pebble in his hand. He's eyeing Ira's window with the intensity of a boxer gauging his opponent from across the ring. Well, what you waiting for? Piss off. I need to aim. Right. You're not solving a math equation. Just go for it. That's how the pros do it. Oh yeah? Gonna lead by example? With pleasure. Marina gives both of us a challenging look and then turns to face the block. She takes a couple steps back, gripping a pebble in her hand. Then she exhales and... it lands in the snow. Eek! That's not even close. Shut up. It didn't even reach the wall. Hey, listen, it's the spirit that matters. You think the pros get to national level without a couple fumbles? No, it's a rocky road. Victory starts with a mindset, a goal-oriented mindset. That's true. Oh yeah, sure, you're gonna go far. With a throw like that. Maybe one day you'll make it to the Paralympics. Ugh, big talk from the guy who's yet to make a shot. Why are you still standing there anyways, huh? Scared you won't even fly that far? You suck at bluffing. With a big, almost theatrical swing, Garen shoots his pebble across the yard. It draws a rather scenic arc and bounces off the wall just below the 2nd floor. That's it? Better than your sad excuse for a throw. Ah, it's nostalgic. Years pass and you still pitch like a toddler. Zip it, Kaplan, or you're catching the next rock. Oh no, we're on a surname basis now. He's serious. You bet your ass I am. Listen here. First one to hit the target wins. Loser buys soda. Haha, you're on. Asio, your turn. Huh? But do I have to? It's pretty far. Come on, it's just for fun. Can't do much worse than me. Well, if all three of us are playing, how do we choose the loser? If the winner is the one who ends the game, we can't have two losers, right? Whoever hits the lowest... Oh, wait. Whoever hits the lowest, whatever. Just shoot already. I'm really no good at this. I'm always the last one in PE. I look up to the 5th floor. Man, hanging out with Marina's really gonna run my wallet dry. Bye-bye, allowance. No. No, she was right. That's a defeatist attitude. I can't let it bring me down. I've heard stories of people lifting cars in times of crisis. When it's do or die, us humans can pull off athletic feats that should be impossible. So can I. I just need to channel that. I need to get in the zone. Let my inner warrior out. My inner warrior. Yes, that's right. I come from a long lineage of humans. The blood of prehistoric hunters flows in me. The ones that hunted mammoths, ones that chased their prey for days on end. Ah, I think I'm feeling it. I feel it. I can feel the adrenaline pumping. Someone's looking determined. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Show us how it's done. I take my swing. I'm sorry, Marina. I may not reach the 5th floor, but I'm not gonna come last. Not this time. This time, I'll... Ah, the pebble bounced off the asphalt not even 2 meters away from me. I stand frozen in place. My ancestry. Well, everyone's off to a great start, it seems. Haha, this is just sad. Can I just drop out, please? Marina takes in my pitiful look and sighs. Yeah, maybe sit this one out. Winning against you will feel cheap. Right, no fun in that. Out of the way then. Kaplan, ready your wallet. With my Olympic self-esteem in shambles, I scoot to the side. It's okay. Some people are not made for this. It's okay. One after another, Garen fires off the rest of his MO. Each hits a little higher than the one before, and the last one strikes the 3rd floor window pane. Shit! We all freeze up. Crap. If somebody peeks out and scolds us, we'll draw the eyes of the whole neighborhood. Not that we're being all that inconspicuous to start with, but... Seconds pass, nobody shows up. We let out a collective exhale. Whew. Vidiq, would it kill you to be a smidge more careful? You told me to just go for it. Did I say that? You did. Ah, well. You know, thoughtlessly following orders won't get you anywhere. Some critical thinking goes a long way. So do we listen to you, or Shabina, pass the rocks? Marina, start running. Wow, scary, scary. Also, it's my turn. She pushes Garen away with her shoulder. I shouldn't be expecting much considering her first shot, but even though the angle was all wrong, it was quite forceful. If she aimed it just a little better, Marina's pebble shoots up fast and high. Whoa! It slams dangerously close to the 4th story window, just above Garen's strongest throw. Ah! For a moment, Marina looks surprised at how high she actually managed to hit. Then an arrogant smirk spreads across her face. Yeah, Vidiq, I wonder why I called you here at all. But thanks for the help, I guess. You're free to go. Hey, sorry to have dragged you out here. Oh, it's all on me. Sorry for that. It looks like we can handle this by ourselves after all. See you around. What the hell do you mean, see you around? I'm just getting started over here. A rock collides with the wall just above the spot Marina's pebble hit. Wow. See that? I'm only revving up. Hey, guys? I point to the ground where I've etched some lines into the snow. Here, scoreboard. Oh, nice, nice. Way to make yourself useful. Hey, can you draw mine a little higher? Oi! No playing favorites. Yeah, sorry. No cheating, Marina. Geez, whose side are you on? I like fair games. And I believe in you. Blech. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to go back and get that later. Bam, third floor. Bam, third and a half. Bam, second and a half. Plop, ground. Bam, third and a half. Bam, first floor. Bam, second floor. Bam, third and a half. Bam, second. Bam, second and a half. Bam, third, second. The two keep pelting at the poor building while I keep drawing notches on the scoreboard. Sometimes I ran out to collect the rocks after they fall into the bottoms. If you think about it, isn't this game sort of like a reverse meteor shower? Rocks flying up into the heavens, never quite reaching their destination. If we captured them with a long exposure camera, they'd leave similar traces in the sky. A sea of dark parabolas. Parabolas? Did I say that right? Most are uneven, interrupted halfway through, broken. Gah! Ouch! I get distracted and a pebble hits my head. Asya, I'm sorry! Are you okay? Ow! Yes, don't worry. Please keep going. Jeez, Shabina, watch where you stand. Sorry. None of them are actually gonna hit though, are they? Looking at it now, yeah, Marina's aim isn't the best. Really, it's kind of a coin toss between her sending the rock really high up or straight into the snow. Still, she puts a lot of force into those throws. Garen can see that. In spite of her flawed technique, Marina is a worthy opponent. Fourth and a half, they're almost there. Ah, guys, you're almost there. Yeah, watch this, kid. I'm gonna knock Ira's window right out. Please don't. Who are you calling kid? Make way! Damn it. Whoa, you almost got it. Seriously. Next one's gonna be it. Count your prayers, Kaplan. And your cash. I take cream soda, by the way. Cream soda? Really? That's pretty cute. How is it? Whatever. Actually, it's not very fair to you, is it, Asya? Huh? What do you mean? Vadik, we can't leave the Squire out. Squire? The loser buys 2 drinks. One for the winner, one for Asya. If you're so eager to spend more money, be my guest. Oh, well, I like Duchess. Heard that? Sure did. And for your information, I'll be having Tarhan. Course you will. Hehe. I'm so lucky. No matter who wins, I'm getting a free soda. I love Asya so much. Being a wimp has finally paid off. Alright. My shot. Get going, Vadik. The store's right around the corner. Just throw already. Marina gets into position. Hehe. I haven't missed one in a while. I got a good feeling about this. She swings her arm back. Wait. What did she just say? Haven't missed one in a while? Marina's aim is all dumb luck. Much like in gambling, it's best to quit while you're still riding high. Otherwise... Marina, careful! Oops. The rock flew fast and high. It went straight into and right through the 4th floor window. Bullseye. What the fuck? Everyone run! Rina grabs my hand, and before I could fully process the situation, all of us bolt to hide in, behind the nearest corner. The man's furious voice echoes between the buildings. You shitty brats! Your parents are gonna pay for this, you hear me? Kaplan! Don't think I didn't see you. Shit. You idiot. Garen leans against the wall, unable to catch his breath. Shut up, you. This guy recognized me. Hey, maybe he'll make you famous. Freaking marks him into the century. She punches his shoulder, but lets out a giggle nonetheless. Well, hey, at least I hit a target. One you weren't aiming for? Details, details. I crouched down and let out a sigh. Wow, what a doozy. At least that man didn't seem to know who I was. My dad would kill me if someone complained. Poor Marina. I hope that Lev won't be too mad. Her parents, too. Her parents. I don't think she ever mentioned them to me. Do they work in a different city? Why does their daughter live in Vorkuta 5? Maybe I should ask her sometime. I look up at Marina, who's still exchanging verbal jabs with Garen. I'm not sure if I should interrupt, but... So, what do we do now? Ah! Their smiles falter. Maybe I shouldn't have said that after all. Good question. We're all done here, right? Aren't you eager to go home? Sorry to disappoint you, but I still have Plan C. Plan C? This whole throwing rocks at the window strategy isn't exactly foolproof. Even if we reached her floor, people don't usually respond after just one rock, yeah? True. So we need to hit that high at least a couple times. That would be difficult. And even if Ira is there to hear us, who's to say she would respond? If she's really kept in there by force, you'd think she'd be screaming out in the street the first chance she got. So why the hell did we do all that in the first place? There's still a chance that we'd get some sort of reaction. Even if it's just 1 to 1,000,000, it's worth a go in my book. Your whole dumb theory hinges on that percentage. Yep. I mean, it's not so bad. If we believe Ira is at somebody's house here, then, it would be more like 1 to 6,000, right? Exactly. See? No, even less. Most of the apartments here house 2 or more, so it's at least 1 to 3,000. Oh my god, Shabina, who cares? Good thing you barely talk in class. Right. For a minute, I forgot who Garen was. Not that I expected to hear anything nice from him, but... Hey, don't talk to her like that. Lay off me. Anyways, why do you need me still? Need me to break more windows for no reason? No, we need to get up here. Marina points up toward the top of the apartment block we hid behind. Huh? The roof? Yeah. Do you still know how to climb there? Good grief. Why? You want to flash a Morse code into her apartment? Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. It's a really dumb idea. That probably won't work. Come on, people, there's no harm in trying. Any of you got a flashlight? I don't. Like, on hand? No? Seriously? Don't all boys carry stuff like that? What boys have you been talking to? Ah, right, my bad. You're the type that carries porny cortex. Damn straight. What's with the proud face? But whatever, I wasn't planning on that anyway. Really, I just want to peek inside. Like, into Ira's window? Yeah, not the most ethical option, but we're kind of short on those. Sure. Oh, just like that? No snark? No complaints? Not like that's ever worked before. Let's just get it over with. You're right about that. All right, let's get going then. Okay. Apparently, some years ago, Garen checked the access to nearly every rooftop in the city. Not counting the barracks and garages, only a few residential blocks had theirs unlocked. Coincidentally, the building opposite of Ira's was one of them. The little door creaks open on the 7th push. We hear the howling wind as Garen peeks his head out of the opening. How is it? Can you climb outside? No, better not. The slope is all slippery. Aw, man. Can you see anything over there? Nope. The light's not even on. Let me look. He slides back down the ladder. Marina climbs next. Whoa, what a view! Pretty cool, huh? No kidding. And Ira's block looks so close. Do you think we should have taken some pebbles with us? Should be a pretty easy shot from here. Oh, I can go down and get some. Stop right there, Shabina. Don't... Don't give Pavlinchenko over here any more ammo. Wait, hold on. Gonna do a quick Google search. I think I know that reference, actually. Pavlinchenko. Okay, not quite what I thought it was. Various Soviet sniper during World War II is who that is. Okay, okay. It's just an idea. Marina rummages through her bag and pulls out a pair of binoculars. Well, someone came prepared. I sure did. These look so cool! Right? You can look through them when I get down. She sticks her head out once again and aims her sights at Ira's room. Do you see anything? She hops down with a disappointed face. Nope. Huh, told ya. Here you go, Asya. Ah, thanks. I take the binoculars and make my way up the ladder. When I peer out, a gust of wind ruffles my hair. Ah, I see now. The dusty purple sky covers the whole world like a blanket. The cold duvet-like fog is so low and so endless it feels like you could touch it if you stretched your arm out far enough. It's nothing like the summer dome that's so beautiful, so tall, and so bright that it hurts to look at. I think I much prefer this kind of sky. I reach my hand out. Hey, Vadim? Yeah? Is this the tallest roof you can climb? Kinda. It's as high as residential building. It's as high as residential buildings go. The tallest ones we have here is the research complex, because it has that tower at the top. But no one's gonna let you go up there. I see. I put the pair of binoculars up to my eyes. Not sure I'm seeing much. Adjust them so it's not so blurry. Oh, okay. I tinker with the angle and the focus wheel until the block in front of me becomes more clear. Wow, it really feels like I'm staring at it up close. Technology sure is amazing. It's a pair of binoculars, they're not that advanced. Never mind that. I need to find Ira's window. The one with the teddy. Teddy. There. Ah, there it is. Light brown with a blue little bow. Aw, it's so cute. Hi there, Teddy. Although, I don't see much beyond that. The room is pitch dark. I want to say I see something. A mess of tangled hair. Bright eyes, sad or angry or maybe scared. Or maybe happy, because someone out there has finally seen her. Maybe she's looking out at me. Maybe she was looking out at Marina too, but Marina couldn't see her. Maybe I can. So I have to try. I try really hard. Well, enjoying the view? I am. Nothing in the room? No. I lower the binoculars. There's nothing for me to look at there. Staring into that darkness feels wrong anyhow. I climb down the ladder, still trying to understand the human shape that sat still by the curtain. The person in that window, the one I struggled to see, the one Marina missed. The shape of Ira's mother, sitting in her daughter's room. Oh. Ow. So, this was all a big waste of time. Well, I wouldn't say so. Oh, right. Your stupid theory got confirmed as stupid. Awesome. Glad I was here for it. Hey now. The evidence is inconclusive at worst. I really don't think that's true, Marina. Sorry. Et tu, Asya? Why are you so hung up on it anyways? You weren't doing anything for days and now you're suddenly playing detective? Hey, it's not like that. I just got an idea in my head, so I thought, hey, maybe I'd check. And then maybe I could help somehow. It's true, being unable to do anything can feel really awful. She's been very worried all week, Vadim. Oh yeah, I bet. You know, she was out yesterday, hanging with friends, howling like a hyena. Yes, I know that. Why the fuck do you care? Whoa, okay. Calm down. I'm just telling you how it looked. I don't give a damn either way. Whatever. Oh, actually, you lost. Huh? The drinks. You owe us, remember? What? How the hell did I lose? Well, the last shot was mine, so... That's the logic you're going with? You were also very rude. Still are. We need reparations. The only one who deserves reparations here is Shabina for getting hit with your dumb rock. And so do I for being dragged around by you two weirdos. Please, not like you had anything better to do. Isn't the company of two beautiful ladies a treat in and of itself? Show me the beautiful ladies and then we'll talk. I was planning to go to the cinema with my boys before you called. It was a US movie too. Damn it. Oh right! They're showing it this week. I wanted to see that one. Oh, I remember that. Hey, let's go watch it. Huh? The movie. Like, all together? Well, yeah. Then it won't feel like the day is wasted, right? I guess. But with you? Oh, I see. Asya, he's never taken a girl to the cinema before. He's shy. Aw, really? I've been to the cinema with girls, alright. I just don't want to be stuck in a room with you two. I'll catch the crazy. Better start avoiding your own house if that's what you're worried about. Whoa. Oi. Well, whatever. We're gonna have a gay old time without you. Who needs a guy who can't stick to his word, right, Asya? What frickin' word? Your win condition makes no sense. Oh, right. I was really looking forward to the soda. Yeah, I bet you were, you freeloader. You're getting one no matter what. How's that fair? It's not. Marina demonstratively turns around and beckons me with her hand. Come on, Asya, let's leave him to his card stash. A guy who's too cheap to buy you a measly duchess ain't worth your time. Really, we should warn all the other girls about him. Hey! It's not about money and you know it. Xiao Vedic. We got a date with Hollywood. Ah, okay. Bye, Vadim. Hey, Kaplan! That's blatant provocation! Wait! Karen catches up to us. We walk together down the road to the community center. Marina and Garen keep bickering. Sometimes they laugh, and so do I. It's not that I have any illusions regarding this. Tomorrow, things will be the same they've always been. Garen will still be the same Garen, and Marina, after the Iris situation fades from our collective mind, she'll have no reason to talk to me anymore. It's only natural. I understand that the moment I'm living now, this brief glimpse into what living correctly is supposed to feel like, will soon end. So I should appreciate it for what it is. I'm not sure if actual friends are supposed to be this rude to each other, but this is good enough for me. My memory will certainly cast all of the interactions of today in a more favorable light, so we'll correct the small unpleasant parts. And what remains? What will remain is... Careful, don't spill! I'm trying! Marina passes around the package of corn puffs she's smuggled in. Garen is holding onto our Carmino bottle of cream soda, the result of a begrudging compromise. I still would have preferred Duchess. By the way, do you know what this one's about? Oh, yeah. Asya, do you? It's about some superstar lady? Judging by the poster? You got half of that right. Marina leans in and whispers. It's about a cross-dresser. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Cool, right? Damn it, why are you spoiling it? That's not a spoiler! It's a taste of what's to come. So it's like, hello, I'm your aunt? Oh, I mean, I guess we already have a movie about that, huh? There's some Like It Hot, too. They ran it last year. Ah, you're right. Man, I wanted her to be a bit more shocked or something. Please, guys in dresses are old news. My brother watched this movie that had a totally naked chick on stream. On the screen. Blech, not stream. A movie, huh? I'm serious. like a real Hollywood film. They showed them doing it too. Cool. That's very brave. Don't look at me like that. You girls don't get it. Oh, I get it. What was the film? Crap, I don't remember. The Stuntman? No, maybe not that. Ah, it's starting. The light dims and the regular pre-movie roll of Fitil starts to play. I don't find it especially funny, but Marina's giggling by my side makes me smile. And then the film begins. The film, what can I say? I've seen a couple foreign films before, but American ones, they're in a whole different league. So bright and shiny like a glossy magazine, as if the fabric of that word is made from a material that's so much more refined than ours. How much of it is real, I wonder? Maybe it's just a wishful projection, like a really good kind of propaganda film. No, that's not it. It's not even close to something like that. It's not flat at all. It isn't stiff. If a world this lively and colorful is truly completely artificial, then I'm certain the people who created it didn't doubt its absolute reality for a second. I realized this a long time ago. A kind of rule, an axiom. It goes like this. A fake is only truly good if its creator cannot tell it from the real thing. This must be an exquisite fake. Marina laughs, and so does Garen, and so do I, and so does every other person in the theater. My face hurts from the grin that refuses to go away. I keep laughing along, even when I can't see the screen. All of the colors start to blur, even the sounds. What are they saying? I don't understand. I hear everyone laughing, so I laugh along. She's disassociating, holy shit. My cheeks feel hot. There's music blaring. Is there some sort of montage happening? I don't know. It's all just noise. My cheeks. Ah. No matter how much I wipe my face, it's still wet. Is she crying? Even as I stare down at my knees, away from all the flashing lights, the fog in front of me won't clear. Ah. Hey. Asya? Are you okay? Marina. I hear her whispering to me. I feel her gently caressing my shoulder. For some reason, I can't respond. My vocal cords won't work. She keeps asking me quiet questions and receives no answer. She mutters something to Garen. He mumbles something back. I'm not sure if he's saying something to her or me. Before long. And this is how she finds out, like, Asya has, like, episodes. Before long, I find myself in the foyer in Marina's arms. She slowly pats my hair. Marina is like... Marina is goated with the sauce. She has way too much experience with fucking people with psychiatric problems. This poor fucking girl. Oh my god. I don't know how long we've been sitting here. By the time I hear Garen's voice, my throat feels totally dried out. What's going on? Does she feel sick? Something like that. Shabina, hey. You alright there? Something hurt? Be quiet for a minute. My voice. I can't form a sentence. I throw a rock into the lake, but the splash makes no sound, just ripples. Ripples. It's okay. It's okay. I shake my head, now more violently. Marina leans away and lets me sit up properly. Garen stands next to us, looking befuddled. Why is he here? The movie is still going. I sniffle in an attempt to catch my breath. Tissue? No, thank you. If you want something to drink. No. My surroundings come fully into view. The community center. The muddy sky outside. The thin electric light. It's been 5 days. Right now. What do you think she's doing now? Do you think she wants to go home? Do you think she misses her mom? Asya, do you think she's crying? No, probably not. It's been too long. Even I couldn't cry for so long. After so long, I'd think that everyone I knew had just forgotten me. They'll find her. The investigation's still ongoing. So you know... No, that's not what I mean. Even if they found Ira today... I sniff again, and before I can refuse, Marina shoves a paper napkin in my hand. I crumple it thoughtlessly. How can we do this? Do what? Everything. Watching some movie. Laughing. Making jokes. All the while, Ira is... So what? You want us to sit around and cry until she magically shows up? Vadim, No, I know that's impossible. Then what? What are we supposed to do? I don't know. But this... It makes me feel all rotten. No, Asya. Marina tries to hug me again, but I push her away. Sorry. Listen, it's not your fault. It's not ours either. If you want to beat yourself up over it, sure, go ahead. But you acting like she's dead won't help her feel less sad or whatever. Ow! What? Marina pinches Garen's hand and mouths shut up. But the thing is, I know he isn't wrong. That's just how his world operates. The reality that Garen knows, and the Ira that Garen knows, I'd believe the same thing if I were in his shoes. Sadly, that's not the world I live in. There are things I'm allowed and not allowed to do. I am a swine that wandered out of its pigsty to the grassland. It's not a world that I was ever meant to see. I can enjoy the view and thank almighty heavens for the chance to do so, but I can't call it home. I have to know my place. When a pig frolics through the field, it looks ridiculous. When a pig frolics through the field and the horse lays in a ravine with broken legs, it looks repugnant. I understand what you're saying, Vadim, but it's impossible for me to think like that. Why? I know Ira wasn't very polite to you, or anyone really, so I don't expect you to feel bad. I understand, but I don't know how I'm supposed to live anymore. You didn't even know her that well. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's right. He's absolutely right. Well, isn't this embarrassing? I have no argument. You've done it again, Garen. You've driven me into a corner and I don't know how to respond without making myself look like a fool. Feel free to laugh, you've earned it. It's a good one. Come on. Why aren't you laughing? Go back to the theater. What? You heard me. Leave us alone, okay? Alright. Whatever. He puts the soda bottle next to me and throws his jacket on. Huh? You're not finishing the film? With a mood like that? I'll pass. Oh no. I'm sorry. Forget it. He walks out into the snow. Marina and I stare at the door in silence. After a couple seconds, Marina picks up the cream soda and takes a big swig. Damn it. She smacks it on the bench the same way a middle-aged man would slam an emptied glass of vodka on the table. Takes a drag from a metaphorical cigarette. And here I thought I was on to something. Huh? Forgive me, Asya. I'm an idiot. No, you're not. Don't say that. It's my fault. I shouldn't have dragged everyone out here. No, I shouldn't have reacted like that. I just ruined it for everyone. You didn't. I felt the same way. I know it's all stupid. I just thought, wouldn't it be great if I could change something? Or do something that helped, you know? I knew I had no chance from the start, but I kept telling myself, hey, what if it works? It's dumb as hell. Sorry for pulling you along like that. No, please don't be. I really, even if it turned out like this, I still had fun today. Oh, so fun's allowed now? I mean, I'm just messing with you. Marina sighs. She gets up and loosens her ponytail. You're a very forgiving person, Asya. I can't imagine living like that. Please don't get me wrong. It's a wonderful thing. I wish I could forgive myself this easily. But I should have known better. I'm too old to play pretend. She turns to me. You want to go home? Or will you finish the film? I'll go home. Thought so. The day that seemed to have gone on forever finally came to a close. That's putting it nicely. It came to a screeching halt. Not that I'm sad. I knew what it was from the start, a nice illusion, a peek at something distant and unattainable, an American film. A dream you will inevitably wake up from. But did it really have to end that way? If only I didn't get unreasonable, maybe then... No, the next scene stays the same, no matter when you cut the one that comes before. We could sit through the movie. We could even go to ZATO right after. We could walk around all evening and talk and have fun. But tomorrow, I'll be the same old me. Tomorrow, Garen will be the same old Garen. Tomorrow, he'll find a new reason to make fun of me. Tomorrow, I'll hear the same old jokes from my classmates. Tomorrow, I'll look at the ceiling and pray for Ira to come. She won't. Ira. She could probably throw a pebble up to the 5th floor, no problem. Well, maybe not completely without effort, but she threw a chair. That's not as easy to do as it looks, you know. She'd totally win. And then she'd get a free drink from Marina. Oh. What would her favorite flavor be? Maybe, Baikal? I could see that. I like Baikal too. And then we'd all go to the movies. Ira has probably seen a bunch of American films already. I can imagine her going to the cinema all alone. She'd have no qualms about that. Going together would be so much fun. Today's film was hilarious. I bet she'd be laughing all the way through. I'd like to see that. I think I got some snow in my boots. Crud. It's my fault for coming up with the idea so late. Well, in all honesty, I thought of it when I was looking down from the roof, opposite to Ira's. I just got swept up in the conversation and forgot to share. Also, dragging Marina back there after she got noticed would be risky. It's nothing I can't handle by myself, though. I don't exactly believe Marina's theory. Even Marina herself never actually believed in it. Frankly, that kind of speculation was plain disrespectful. But even then, there was something I still wanted to do. Snow piles on fast, so the lines need to be as deep as I can make them. I dig all the way to the ground. As far as legibility goes, nothing beats black text on a pure white canvas. By the time morning comes, it won't look nearly as striking, but it should still be readable. I climb the little play ladder to check if everything's okay. Yeah, should be good enough. Good enough for who? Ira's mother? Yeah. I'm just being tasteless. It's an offensive thing to write. Acknowledging that won't make it any better. And I'm not so principled as to erase it. I'm selfish. And I need today to end a certain way. This end makes me content. I climb down from the frozen ladder and head home. A message sprawls across the playground under Ira's window. Switch toy if you're there. Oh. Oh my good god, it's been 2 hours already. I think... Oh fuck. No, 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 no. I'm saving here. I'm going to find someone to raid out into. I think I've realized the reason I actually don't know if there's someone to read out into. Nobody's streaming right now. What the hell? Oh, it's actually really early. It's been 2 hours. I started. No, hold on. Yeah, I've realized it's not just the reading that is like exhausting me. Excuse me. This game is fucking intense. I'm so worn out, like, physically because of all of the very intense emotions from reading this. So I'm going to keep these streams shorter, I think, and I will try to just stream it again soon. Is there really nobody I know streaming? Is there anyone else streaming this game, maybe? Hold on. It's not likely, but I could try, right? Try looking. Oh, but if I stream, if somebody... Oh, there's another VTuber streaming this. I think... Are they early in the game? Hold on. Yes, okay, alright. Alright. We're gonna raid into this person. And we're not going to spoil anything. If I find out that anybody spoils anything, I'm going to commit heinous murder. What was the... Okay, I got the name. Alright, we're gonna raid Junsui Oyami. And... Fuck. My brain isn't working. Friday. Make a break update. That's how many days away? 2. Okay, make a break stream in 2 days. Probably. Or 3 days, depending upon when the actual update happens. Yeah, we'll just stream Mecha Break that day. We won't continue ZATO. Okay. Everyone be nice to Jinsui. I will see you all later. Have a good day. Good night. And remember that you are going to die.